So this is so cool. What I have here is the world's smallest earphone. You can see how tiny this thing is, and really when you put this in your ear, it's almost completely invisible. I've used different brands of these over the years. They all work pretty good. It has pros and cons, and I'll talk about that in a second. But first, I just want to show you how it works. There's a little slot there at the top that you can see through. That's where you're going to put a battery. There's an itty bitty battery that's going to go in there. That side's going to go facing down, and that side goes in facing up. So it's going to go in just like that. And now I'll show you how I put it in my ear. You're going to hold it by this little antenna right there, and it's going to go in just like this. You're going to make sure you don't put it in too far. You're going to be able to hold that antenna and pull it back out. But it should be pretty invisible once it's in there. Unless you're really looking for it, it's hard to see. And as long as you don't put it in too far, it's easy to get out. You just pull it out by that antenna. So the way that it works is that in addition to the earpiece, you're actually going to wear this around your neck as well. And you're going to plug this into your phone or an MP3 player. If your phone doesn't have one of these jacks anymore, you can use a USB-C to headphone jack dongle, plug it into there, and that should work. But basically, this transmits the audio to your little earpiece. And like I said, I've used various brands of these. They all work pretty much the same. I have this other one here. I think I like this one just a little bit more. It's slightly louder, but this one also requires a 9-volt battery, so it's a little bit different as well. But I do want to share some pros and cons of this thing. The pro, of course, is that it's super small. If for some reason you don't want people to know that you're wearing an earpiece, this is perfect for that kind of thing. I use it as my notes for preaching. So rather than having my physical notes, I would record myself speaking my notes and then listen to it back while I was preaching. That way I can maintain really good eye contact with people. So it's pretty cool. And it was great in that environment because it was really quiet in that environment, which made it easy to hear. Which, by the way, is the only con of this device. It's not very loud. If you're in a noisy environment, it's going to be really hard to hear whatever you're trying to listen to. Because while it is really close to your eardrum, it just doesn't amplify the noise very well. But if you're in a quiet environment, and if you don't mind trying to fiddle with things like dongles and wearing a necklace like this, which does take some fiddling, it's not a perfect setup, honestly. Even still, I think this was a really cool device. Haven't seen anything like it. Really fun. I recommend it. If you'd like to purchase it, there's a link in the description. We get a small commission and it would really help us out. I'm Chris, and with my wife Abby's help, I'm on a quest to review literally everything sold on Amazon. So if there's something that you need a review of, literally just tell me. Let me know in a comment, and I'll literally buy it and just review it for you. Literally.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.